Josh said here, Foolhardy Photography, and today I'm talking about Dehancer. Not enhancer, but Dehancer. I think normally you'd want to enhance things, but in this case you're going to want to dehance them. What is Dehancer? Well, it's a plugin for After Effects, Premiere Pro, Final Cut, DaVinci Resolve, Photoshop, Lightroom. Think that's it? Dehancer promises on adding or delivering on adding film-like effects to your digital video footage. Now, why would you want to add film-like effects to your digital video footage? Well, to get the film look, you know, people like the film look. Some of the biggest Hollywood directors still use film. Steven Spielberg, Quentin Tarantino, Christopher Nolan, to name a few, still use film. Well, then why don't we just use film? Why doesn't everybody just use film? Film's expensive and development costs are also very expensive. What do people have readily available to them? Digital cameras. So it makes sense that maybe somebody somewhere would make something like Dehancer where you could, add film-like effects to your very cheap footage that's really easy to, take with your digital camera and stick on your computer and start editing right away. So let's see how well Dehancer acts on its promise to add film-like effects to digital footage by, looking at some of my footage using Dehancer. Dehancer has this effect called expand, which essentially sets your black and white points. I didn't even know I wanted it until I started using it. It sort of gives you a nice handle on tonal range where I can set the black point to whatever I need. And the white point. And of course, naturally, something that really sets apart, film from digital is grain. So the actual ability to add grain is actually quite helpful, especially for some of my DSLR footage that has a sort of noise that it's not very appealing. The actual grain that's added kind of makes it look a bit more film-like, and actually it helps the overall appeal, I think. This is how it works. Click over here, you got your grain option, the size. Let's enhance that. Let's see what happens. Boom, much larger. The smallest it goes is 1. I tried 0.5 or 0.5, didn't do anything. You can change around the shadows, midtones, the highlights, the film resolution. You're going to want to obviously work this into your footage, and specifically so it fits what you want. I found what I wanted, and yeah, that's what I used. Here's an issue that I've had with adding different effects over other effects.
It's easy.
Where it doesn't
It's easy.
play nice. So essentially it won't render certain effects together. So I'll just cut this. Look right here. Boom, cut. Nice. Let's add adjustment layer. First, let's go over here. Let's add Dehancer to this adjustment layer. Let us grab a video transition. I like whip. Put that here. And work. What the heck? No whip. Doesn't work. Doesn't like it. I'm pretty sure this is a Premiere issue and not necessarily a Dehancer issue. And it is quite possible that it's just the adjustment layers. But if I have to start editing every single piece of footage, that defeats the purpose of adjustment layers. The effect, let's go to Dehancer Pro. And it immediately, it drops in a Kodak profile. But I want a Kodak. We were using Portra 160, so I'm going to put Portra 160 to start. It also has an input and has Rec 709, but you can choose a camera. So I'm going to choose Blackmagic at 3200. Wow, boom. Pretty cool already. Damn. See what's going on here. Alright, we got a bit of film grain in there. It's looking a bit more cinematic, I think. Alright, alright. Now we can play around with some other stuff here, like halation. Again, I obviously just learned what that is, like, recently. So, you know, but let's play with it. Let's just, like, start amplifying things and... I didn't think I turned it on, though. I didn't even turn it on. I did, there we go, and now we see little reds coming off the lights and things like that. I need to turn it on. Remember to turn these effects on, people. That will help you when trying to use something. Gate weave, don't need it. False color. That's cool. False color. That's something that's cool here. You can get a nice reading of what's exposed and what's not with using a false color, just like if you use a Blackmagic Pocket Cinema camera. It has the false color reader in there, and that's usually what I use in order to see what's exposed and what's not. So that's pretty cool. There's also a LUT generator. So I'm guessing you can export your settings as LUTs. That's pretty cool. Should we try that? Let's export this, and how does that work? Oh, I need a Pro license key. Damn, but if you get a Pro license key, you can save all your settings. That's pretty dope. Guess I need to get the Pro license key. That would be sweet. Anyways, yeah, very cool program. If I was definitely editing more than I am right now, I would use this often, very often. It's very good. I only have a couple projects that I'm doing right now, so yeah. But still, very cool program. I think it's probably worth it. Remember to like, share, comment, and subscribe. That's much appreciated. Much asked of on YouTube, definitely. Also, take a look at other videos on Dehancer. You know, look around. That'll help you make a better educated decision on whether you need it or not. I'm only one guy.